What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Eurythmics. And we're returning to We Tour 1, 1989. Thank you again to Philip. And the next track is the very clearly titled You Hurt Me, and then parenthetically, And I Hate You. It sounds like the type of sentiment in a relationship that used to be good but is no longer that way. A feeling of resentment and anger and indeed hate based on the action statements or behavior from the person being spoken to who caused them to feel hurt, pain, suffering, which has now festered and turned into a negative attitude. So it feels like we're jumping into a story deep into its evolution and a relationship that previously was, if not necessarily harmonious, at the very least positive and connected, and now there has been a divergence and a person's feeling in a very warm way has been turned around to be very negative and cold. So although I suppose is hate cold, I suppose hate is a more active and passionate negative feeling than coldness, which is more about feeling numb and distant and not being engaged. So I guess these things all have subjective manifestations that are complicated and may not translate from one person to the other. But again, on the surface of it, it sounds like someone who's now feeling hatred, whereas before they felt something on the other side of the spectrum, whether love or at least fondness, affection, and so on. And of course, given the little bit that I know about the state of the working relationship between Dave and Annie at this point, one is necessarily inclined to wonder, at least, whether this might relate to some of their own sentiments. I don't think that's necessarily obvious. I feel like it could be a more general exhibition of the type of relationship that is typically found between romantic partners. And I know that that part of Dave and Annie's history is well in the past at this point. Nevertheless, it does make me wonder whether this is on some level indicative of the relations between them, in the same way that the second Yazoo album, You and Me Both, can be seen, I think, in light of their deteriorating working relationship by the time that record came out. So, in any case, let's hear it. This is Eurythmics. The track is You Hurt Me, And I Hate You on their 1989 album, We Tour 1.
Well, the sun came up this morning like a burning red balloon. It broke into my window and it slipped across the room. It spread itself upon me like the smell of sweet perfume. I was sleeping like a baby. I'm not a savior, I'm not a saint, I'm not an angel, I'm not that quaint. Don't need a preacher to be that wise. Don't need a teacher, I've got my eyes. You hurt me and I hate you. You hurt me. You hurt me and I hate you. You hurt me. A history of bitterness. You have left a blazing trail. If you'd been a hammer, I'd be a broken nail. You gave me nothing, nothing but regrets. Don't think it's over, it's not over yet. You hurt me and I hate you. You hurt me. You hurt me and I hate you. You you. You hurt me. You put me down. You put me down. They tell you there's no hell on earth. It's like a woman's scorn. If you have to face yourself, wish you'd not been born. If you have to face yourself, you'll find me standing there in the shadows, in the corners, at the foot of every stair. You put me down, you put me down. 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 You put me down, you hurt me. You put me down, you put me down. You hurt me. You put me down, you put me down. You hurt me. You put me down, I hate you. You hurt me. You put me down, you put me down. You hurt me. You put me down, I hate you. You hurt me. You put me down, you put me down. You hurt me. You put me down, I hate you. You hurt me.
She's still going. It's a testament to the Eurythmics catalog and Annie's singing abilities that despite her absolutely crushing, just dominating that song, it's not the most powerful or incredible vocal performance I've ever heard from her. But yes, she's definitely powerful and defiant on the track. It's funny, you know, the like mid 80s, like Be Yourself Tonight, definitely some soul and funk flavors over the course of that record, but this one really felt like soul funk disco somewhere in that Venn diagram. Like it really felt like a sort of throwback track, almost like a 70, like if the Eurythmics did a 70s track. It had a bit of that feel, and I think the brass was part of that, and I think a bit of the soulful sonics and some of her vocal delivery was responsible for that feeling that I got as well. Obviously we have more layered Annie vocals, which I always enjoy, and it feels like you're getting different expressions, different feelings, call and response, like all at the same time. So I like the production of her voice. And yes, it sounds like someone who is indeed upset at the way they've been treated and very keen to tell the other person, but it wasn't there that line that like it's not over yet. So maybe that's just saying like, look, I've gone through all this and you've like pushed me through all this bitterness, and now you're gonna sit here and you're gonna listen to this. It's not enough that I'm just saying this once and you turn and walk away. Like, this isn't over yet because I need to really let you know how I'm feeling. But there was a moment where I wondered, like, wait, so is she still trying to find a way forward, still trying to salvage something? Because it really just feels like a statement of self-worth and a rejection of the treatment she's been given. So yeah, it feels more or less like what I expected thematically, though I wonder if, there's nuances there that I'm not picking up on. But yeah, a very, as I said, throwback sonic style tune, and in a different way, like soul funk disco, than some of the tracks from Be Yourself Tonight, which I think was maybe the best example of that side of their catalog that I've heard so far. So yeah, definitely a good one, definitely one that I suppose, may just relate to relationships more generally, and the feeling of being scorned, or rather feeling scorn after one has been let down, disappointed, or embittered based on the behavior of someone who they put value and faith and trust in and all that. So yeah, it sounds like we're jumping in midway through the story, and perhaps there is more to come if it's not over yet, but I don't know quite the essence of that. And yeah, again, it's very different from the Eurythmics material that I knew. Again, a handful of tunes like Here Comes the Rain Again, Sweet Dreams, which have a more overt, like 80s electronic synth keyboard sort of style. but as I've learned with a number of groups that I was familiar with as a youth in the 80s, but have come to know more completely and diversely as an adult doing these deep dives and reactions, I'm impressed by the range of Eurythmics material from album to album and even within individual albums. So another good one. I think we still have a number of tunes left on this record. Let me check while I move the horizontal cat onto her throne, or one of her thrones. So what do we got left? Oh yeah, we still have 3 more before we get to the bonus track. So we've got Sylvia, How Long, and When the Day Goes Down, which sounds like a good record ending track. And then we have, for the bonus tunes, Precious, See No Evil, The King and Queen of America Dance Remix, Angel, the choir version, and then Last I Dreamt That Somebody Loved Me, which has a sort of painful melancholy built into it. So yeah, still quite a bit to go on this album. Once again, big shout out to Philip and to all the folks who've been commenting. I know Mark has commented on a number of the Eurythmics reactions. So yeah, we'll keep going through. Let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.